What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Bandit Magic. The day has arrived. Marvel Superheroes is here. So, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and draft. We're going in essentially completely blind. I did a pre release and I've opened a few packs. So, my knowledge of the set is like just a few cards that I've seen. I know the mechanics more or less. But in terms of preparedness to pass the test, I'm probably like at a 25%. So we're kind of blind drafting here. I don't know most of the rares and mythic rares, and I don't know most of the cards. All right, let's see. Soldier Serum, enchant creature. Creature gets +2/+2. It has first strike, vigilance, and is legendary. Legendary soldier. Whenever it attacks or blocks, attach any number of target equipment you control to it. Okay, okay, interesting. I do like the black white one attacker. Okay, this art is awesome, by the way. We have so much to read. Well, honestly, we're just gonna have to take like the best cards that we can evaluate in as little time as possible because we have too many cards to read. Spider-Man to the rescue. Flash 3/2 vigilance reach. No one dies. When Spider-Man enters, you may tap him. When you do, another target non-attacking creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. Okay, so you can't do it on attack, which is a bit of a bummer. Okay, I mean, we do have a black card here that we probably won't wheel. I mean, sure, let's just take the rare, right? Let's take the rare, see how it goes. Focus on equipment. U.S. Agent John Walker. When U.S. Agent enters, create a colorless equipment, now we're talking, named Sturdy Shield. Okay. 4 mana 3/2 that makes an equipment is not bad. Unfortunately, oh yeah, it does attach to U.S. Agent. Okay, I like that. Rewrite history. This is, I'm guessing, connive stuff. Wonder Man, Hollywood hero. Okay, that's really cool. Power ups can be activated an additional time. Tigra, feline fury. That's what they used to call me in high school. I think I just want to take U.S. Agent. I think I really want to go the black white. Ooh, this is a really good common. Hero in training, I know that. I saw this in my pre-release, and I'm like, this has to be the best common in the set, right? And I think it's definitely up there. Dark Fortress, black red. That's a cool looking land. It at least feels like Magic the Gathering, so I'll take that. We also could play Ghost as a black card, which is not bad. Which maybe that should be the answer. I don't know how good it goes. I think I'd rather draw a card if I'm being honest. Agents of Hydra is also pretty good. 2 mana 1/1 that dives into a better 2/1. Hydra Troopers is not bad. I think we'll just take the hero in training though. We do have a hero already. Okay, Baxter Balloon is okay if we're doing the hero deck. Ooh, I like this card. I was reading this earlier. I think it's just a pretty solid card. Especially with, there's some really insane enchantments in this set. I had a Civil War at my pre-release, which by the way I recorded, so we'll be having a just kind of like how I did with Avatar. We'll have a pre-release video on the channel of me actually going to my local game store and playing games. I think we'll just take Murdoch's case here, stay in our colors. Ooh, I do like the shield spike it as well. It's just cheap. You can play this on 1, or if you have a 1-drop, you can play this on 2, because you could play it and attach it, and then attack. Burrow backup is also really good, though. Especially with the basic land cycling, but I think we gotta prioritize our equipments to make Super Soldier Serum worth it here. Here's another equipment. Technically, we're mono white. We can do like a small pivot to red. It's not even a pivot. When recast a spell that targets a creature you control, put a 1/1 counter on Mockingbird. Yeah, it's pretty expensive for a 4-drop. I think I'd rather go with the bow or the troopers, and I guess the bow is better for now. since we don't have another equipment yet. Luke Cage, Power of Man, Unbreakable Skin. Whenever Luke Cage attacks alone, he gets +2/+0 and gains Indestructible. Now that's the sort of stuff I'm talking about. Choose target creature card in graveyard mana value for less. Return target creature card to graveyard. To the battlefield. Okay. Okay. Wait, this is weird. Choose target creature in your graveyard of mana value 4 or less. We're gonna take Luke Cage anywhere there, but I could not figure out reading that card. That the wording was so weird. Alright, so we're still kind of just mono white with a small potential splash of red, depending on the equipments that we get. Rewrite History made it all the way around, huh? Is this card not good? Whenever one or more creatures you control become tapped to draw a card, then so you connive. Put a plant counter on this enchantment when the 4th is sacrificed it, return up to 2 target instant. Okay. I mean, that is not bad. For something this late, I'm okay with taking it. Although I do like Widow's Bite. You could 2 for 1 potentially with a removal spell like this, which I kind of like. Guess it really wouldn't be a 2 for 1. You might be able to like block, like chump with a small creature to give it Death Touch, and then take out like a 2/2 somewhere on the board. Anything good here? Probably Agents of Hydra. A second bow is interesting as well. Guess we'll take a second bow. And let me move my camera here so you guys can see the cards a little bit better. Another Rewrite History. Is this card just awful? Why are we seeing the second Rewrite History? Guess I'll take a land here. Oh, here's some equipment though. Super Suit. ETB, attach it, and untap it. +1/+2. I think I'd rather take a land. Because I have a feeling that I might want to play black and red if we want to splash these bows. ETB, create a 2/1 black villain with menace. Otherwise, mill 2. I think I'd rather just make this guy when it dies. I think this card is not bad. What do you do though? Evil's Thrall. Gain control of target creature. If you control a villain, you gain control of that creature until end of your next turn. Whoa. That's pretty cool. I think I still would rather take the Unliving Legionnaire. It buys back a creature eventually. Shield Flying Car. Artifact Vehicle. Crew 1. Okay, well, it's the only good crew cost. When this vehicle enters exile to 1 target creature you control. Okay. I think I'll skip. What does Ronin do? Pay 2 life. Add 2 mana of any 1 color. Spend this mana only to cast equipment spells or activate equip abilities. Activate only once each turn. Sacrifice an equipment attached to Ronin. Target creature gets -4/-4. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Turn our Hawkeye bows into removal. I like that. We did not get a shield spike hit in our first round, so that's something I'd like to see come back. Take up the shield is probably another thing I'd like to see come back. Hour of Defeat is another thing I'd like to see come back. But I think that's a pretty good Prospector Ronin. Extinction Event. Choose odd or even. Exile each creature with the... Oh, that's cool. Okay. Okay, that is really cool. Bullseye is also really cool. Because we'll have a lot of artifacts. Maria Hill. When becomes tapped or pay a teamwork cost, put a +1/+1 counter on her and draw a card. Whoa, she's also kind of insane. Oh, we do have a spike hit. Wow, this is a good pack. This is a really good pack. Another Widow's Bite also. I think I'm going to take the card draw, believe it or not. Because we can do the play pattern with her where we go Maria Hill on 1, spike it on 2. We could always go Hawkeye's Bow on 2 as well. So I think that's just a solid card here. Supervillain Lockup. ETB, exile target tapped creature an opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. I think I like this too. This is perfect. This kind of makes up for the removal that we missed. Otherwise, Ninja of the Hand is a really good common. Secret Invasion is also really cool. I got oh, the art on this is awesome. I got blown out by this at my pre-release. Spoilers. I'm doing spoilers for my pre-release. I should just not say anything. I think we'll just take the removal here. Okay, another supervillain lockup. Dark Deed is just insane. This card just might be better than the villain lockup. So we'll just take the Dark Deed here. What, Castle Doom. Awesome art on this. The art already is so much better than Spider-Man set. Add colorless, add one of any color, spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell. Okay, that works for us. Sacrifice an artifact, create a 3/3 Doombot. Dude. I think we might just take the land. We're passing up a Spike It. I think that's okay with me. What's our artifact count so far? 3? Maybe not as high as I thought. All that means is we gotta take more artifacts. Crowd of Believers is probably fine. Yeah, I think we're only gonna splash red. So let's not take red cards, really, unless we absolutely have to. Actually, Kree Sentinel's good, too, because it lets us take... it lets us put one mountain on our deck. We can even play this as a land. I did that last spoiler, maybe. I did that at my pre-release, and that kind of worked well, as well. This Guardian Citadel is good here. This card is awesome, I like this. Serpent Society. Get 5 poison counters. What? Oh, that's the word cost. That's awesome. That's really cool. That's really cool. Clever Ward. I love Ward. Ward is so fun. They could do so much fun stuff with it. Yeah, I think I'll just take the land there. Hero in Training here is good. A Web Up is also really good. Might just take the Web Up. Or do we just take Hero in Training? Tough choice. Tough choice. How good is this plan? Deal 7 damage if you choose among 1 or 2 targets. No, it's not really for us. I think we'll take the Web Up. There we go, Spike Hit. Thank goodness. I was really worried that we would not get enough Spike Hits. Well, now I'm a little worried about our creature quality. We have 8 creatures. Do we already have a Crowd of Believers? No, we don't. I guess Crowd of Believers is pretty solid too, just for... Yeah, let's go Crowd of Believers. I want to have as many 1-drops as possible. ETB, opponent discards 2 cards. I think I like Hydra Infiltration here, believe it or not. Nothing here that we love. I think the drone is not as bad as it seems. Okay. Ooh, we got something on color. Origin of the Avengers. This is really cool. 2 mana scry 2. Then you can put a hero creature card with mana value 3 or less from the hand onto the battlefield. If you don't draw a card, I love it. Put a counter on each creature you control. This is just solid. But is it better than an Hour of Defeat? I think with the amount of removal we have, it might be. What's our removal package looking like? Let's hover over this for now. We have Murdoch's Crusade, Lockup. We have Dark Deed, Widow's Bite. We have a Web Up as well. I think our removal package is fine. We'll probably just take the Origin of the Avengers. Anything we're passing here? An Hour of Defeat. Loki, God of Mischief. Cool art. Arnim Zola. 3 mana and tap. Create a tapped 2/1 creature of a menace. Activate only if there are 2 more creature cards in your graveyard. So more of a Golgari card. Okay. A second US agent. I think I like it too. Just makes an equipment. Human Torch. Probably won't play. Like I said, I think we're going to keep the reds for equipments. I think we'll just take a US agent here. Ooh, Whiplash. Perfect. This is a perfect one drop. This is a really, really good one drop for what we're doing here. 2 spike hits, 2 Hawkeye's bows. This could be a really, really insane one drop. Alright, let's see what we got here. We have another Agent of Hydra. I think that's fine too. We have Energy Daggers, which I think is okay. Creature count here, we're at 11. What's our artifact count? See, that's the thing. I haven't really played enough artifact decks in draft and limited to know what a good artifact count for something like this is. So maybe taking this is like the bad play. Maybe I should be taking another creature, but I don't know how many more artifacts we're going to be able to get. Not to mention with the Super Soldier Serum, maybe it doesn't really matter. Alright, Hydra Overlord. Villains cost 1. Villains cost 1 less. Whenever another villain you control enters, you may have a connive. Do this only once each turn. It's not a must. I'd probably rather have the Stolen Strike Tech. This card is pretty awesome. Hero in Training too is solid, but I think I'll take the equipment that also doubles as a spell. Robot Domination. Whenever one or more creature cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere, you draw a card and you lose life and put a plan counter on this. Third counter, sacrifice it, make 3 2/2s. Don't think we're really doing that. Can't splash Iron Man. Another Hero in Training. Ugh. I think we can't pass this one up. Although I was very tempted to take another Hawkeye's bow. Draw 2 and lose 2. Okay. I think I'd rather take the Swordman here. Villain enters, attach 1 equipment. Equipped creatures connive. They don't even have to attack alone, they just connive. I love it. Alright, I think this deck is actually pretty solid. We'll take Human Torch for the vault. We'll take... I don't think we need to do a Surveillance Room here. 4 mana, 3/3 flyer that scries 2. I guess we'll take a Deathlock. It's just a 1 mana creature. We'll take an Arnim Zola. Dope. Don't think he'll make the cuts. I think I'd rather have a crowd of believers than a Deathlock Soldier here. And here we'll take our Agents of Hydra. I'm glad that wheeled. I think this card is a lot better than people are giving it credit for. They're just letting this go to the... Because this with a Widow's Bite is really good. 3 mana, 2/3 lifelink. Sacrifice an artifact, draw a card. Well, we have artifacts. And lifelink is going to be good in a deck like this. Oh. And a Hawkeye's bow. I love it. Yeah, I guess a lot of people won't prioritize equipment, so it's kind of easy to let the equipments pass, maybe. That's something that I'll have to keep in mind for my next draft. Alright, we have 49 cards. Let's see what we want to do here. I'm going to start by moving my camera. So we got to make 9 cuts. Let's play our favorite game. Let's split up into creatures and everything else. We probably don't need a second Crowd of True Believers. We probably don't need a Project Deathlock. We probably don't need 2 Agents of Hydra. We probably don't need a Kingpin's Enforcers. I think this deck is not cut out for the Legionnaire. The ability is nice. 7 mana. Return a creature card from graveyard to hand and put 2 counters on this, and it's a flyer. I think we're a little bit too aggressive for this, though. And I think we cut a mountain and play a Kree Sentinel as our sort of second mountain. Alright, so like this, we only need to cut 3 more cards. It's pretty good. So let's cut stuff that doesn't synergize. A 3rd bow might be a little overkill. Crusade is good. That's removal. That's card draw. That's removal. This is just sort of synergy. Dark Deed is removal. Stark Tag is equipment. Plus kind of just like a spell. Alright, I like all our non-creature spells. What's our curve? Our curve is pretty low. I think we can cut a land. Plain. Okay. I think we can cut a swamp. Play 16 lands. And now we're gonna have to cut one more thing, huh? Oof. Oh my goodness. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, you drain for 1. Maybe it's the Hydra Infiltration. It's on the more expensive side. I think we... Here, let's do this. Let's do type... I don't know, is it EQ maybe? Equipment? So these are our equipments, huh? Actually, let's look at our artifacts. Okay, so these are our artifacts. It's actually not as much as I thought. I guess US Soldier makes 2 artifacts. Anyone else make anything? You make a villain. I guess what's our hero count? Maybe Origin of the Avengers. No, surely it's fine. Surely Origin of the Avengers is fine. I think it's Hydra Infiltration. I think that's our last cut. I think this is our deck right here. Yeah, pretty low curve. It's a 15 land deck with a Sentinel, so it's like 16 lands. As long as we have 2 lands, we'll always find our 3rd land because of the Sentinel. So we might not get to 4 lands every game, which is fine. You know, I think we can win with less than that. If the deck is really not playing well, then we'll maybe cut some of the equipment and add a creature. But I think this is what we're going to be going with. So I'll see you guys for game 1. Alright, game 1 here. We have our 3 lands. No 2-drops. Which is a bummer. But we're on the draw, so I guess we'll keep. We also have no mountain for the bow. And they play a 1-drop. We're cooked. It's over. GG, we lost. What do you do? Power up, put 2 counters on this. Just Death Toucher. Okay. Death Toucher is annoying. Hopefully we can trade with this before it powers up with the hero in training. I think I would like that. We could also just remove it by sacrificing the shield. Little flavor one, we can throw the shield. But it's not cap shield, so it won't come back to us. This is really cool art. Alright, there's Iron Lad. Alright, there's a web up. Alright, so we got some removal here. I think I'm still gonna trade. Was that Carbeep from the Baxter building? Okay, ouch. This tempo's gonna hurt. It's an artifact, draw a card. Okay. I think we're gonna have to remove... Alright, well, we can find our mountain now, by the way, too. I think here we go web up. And remove the ant. And then play our daggers. Just because we're taking a bit of damage here. No, you know what? They have 3 cards left. We're pretty close to stabilizing here. Let's just get rid of their card advantage. This is also cool art. This feels Magic the Gathering. This kind of feels like Zendikar-esque. Oh, shoot. This card seems insane. I was reading it earlier today. We have a few things to sacrifice to Ronin. Which, by the way, Ronin can actually get the Hawkeye's Bow out, I just realized, which is really nice. Which will give it reach, by the way. That's important. Okay, Ronin is actually going to be able to do some work for us here. Opponent is almost out of gas. We're very close to stabilizing here, I can feel it. Because next turn we can double spell with Ronin, as well as attaching one of the equipments. That will give one of our creatures reach. Okay, opponent is thinking about attacks here. I don't know what they're thinking about. When this attacks... Oh, it's summoning sick. I don't know what they're thinking about. Yeah, maybe they have some combat tricks? Okay, I see. Sure. Okay, we get our mountain anyways, which is kind of a big deal. I'm trying to think. What is the best play here? Spend this mana only to cast equipment spells or activate equip abilities. Only once each turn. Equip 3. So I could do this and play the bow. Like do this, equip the daggers, play the bow. I think I need that reach. I could also just play a 5/5 with reach, which might buy me some time here. Enough time though? I'm not sure. Maybe we need to untap with Ronin, actually. I think this is what we need to do for now. Because next turn we need to sacrifice an artifact. Oh, the artifact has to be on Ronin. Okay. Alright, well that's a very good attack from the opponent there. I'm not gonna lie. I think we just take here. Okay, Hydra's great here. Alright, that was a mistake. Because I did not realize the equipment had to be on Ronin for it to sacrifice. So we need to have 1 mana up in order to put the daggers on Ronin. So we could do a John Walker. We can't do Sentinel. What if we do this? And then what if we do... We have to get rid of one of the flyers. But only as a sorcery, huh? Shoot. I think I'm throwing. I think I'm actually throwing. Oh my gosh, I have to... untap Ronin. I'm actually throwing. What am I thinking? Oh my gosh. I'm actually throwing my first game. Alright, we might stay alive here, but it's gonna be very close. We trade here, we go down to 1. If they remove Ronin here, we're not dead, but it's gonna be bad. Alright, so we start with doing this. Yeah, we start by doing this. And now we go Agent of Hydra, because that's a good chump blocker. Oh shoot, let me think about this. I guess we have to do this, huh? There's nothing else we can do. Good game. I thought about if you make something flying, we're cooked, obviously. He could also just instance for sure have that for greater cost X less to cast for X is Scarlet, which is power. I don't know. I don't know what he could have anything. That's a frustrating loss there. That's such a silly loss. Such an unbelievably silly loss there. Let's go to the next game. Alright, next game here. Hopefully we play much better. The deck might be 1-0, but the streamer is 0-1. Only to cast an artifact spell. So we'll be able to cast the bow and the daggers, but not the believers or lockup. I think I'm okay with that. Let's get the bows out there. Okay, I kind of like where this is going. And there's our planes. Maybe we go believers and daggers. Okay, I like our board so far. Maybe Agents of Hydra would have been a better play. Actually, I think Agents of Hydra would have been a better play. Is it worth to use the removal on this? Probably not, huh? I can't even do it. Whoops. It does have flash though, that's good to know. I guess we'll just take our time. Next turn we can Crowd of Believers onto the Agent of Hydra. With daggers as well. I hate this card. This card sucks. Ooh, okay, that's a good card. Alright, we should probably leave 2 mana up, huh? Okay, I think I like this. Oh, I like this a lot, actually. Bottom to plains. We already have 5 lands. Okay, I like this. That's a great trade for us. The menace on this is going to be insane. He can't power up just yet. That's good. Oh, I guess we'll pass the turn. We're definitely telegraphing our removal, but whatever. I don't want to discard a card. So I think I'd rather, if the ninja attacks into our Menace creature, I'd rather supervillain lockup. Alright, and it didn't. So that means a few things. We're gonna have to keep 2 mana up again, which is solid because we could still do this. Great, keep that on top. Because I also don't mind trading with a double block here. And I think we're not gonna play our land because if they power up the ninja of the hand, we're gonna have to throw away that swamp. Hydra, ooh, ouch. That is very ouchy. I guess we might as well thin our deck here, huh? No, because we want to keep the 2 mana up. Alright. I thought about searching for a land to throw away. But then we would throw away our US agent and also not be able to hold a villain lockup in case they attack with the Death Hunter. Alright, so now we might lose the supervillain lockup anyway, so I think we just play it after we attack. I mean, we're doing plenty of damage. A Ronin, huh? Ronin can't be bad here. Alright, that's awesome. You love to see that. We get to keep our villain lockup. Alright. Single creature attacks are moving forward here. Don't forget that even if they get rid of all our creatures, we have the Castle Doom to just make all these artifacts into 3/3 creatures. They're gonna have to play something pretty big here to be able to block the US agent. Because we could always just equip the daggers on it as well to make it into a 6/6. Actually, we can go daggers and spike it. Let's do this. And then we can pay life. Huh? We can pay life. But I really love the untap ability on the spike it as well. Low key. So I think I might just want to go like spike it. And then go bow. Because I love the pinging for 1 as well. Bottom that. I guess we don't need to, huh? Because they're going to block. Huh. I don't mind gaining the life here. The life gain is relevant. No blocks is crazy. Actually crazy. Nice thing is if they play like an insane threat, we can just remove it with Ronin. Widow's Bite, huh? I like that. I like Widow's Bite quite a bit. We can blow them out with a Widow's Bite here, I think. We can actually kind of blow them out. Actually, we can just do this. We can remove the villain with the -2/-2. We can remove Kang with the -4/-4. throw the shield. Boom. I think we're gonna bait the double block here. Keep that on top. Am I missing something here? It's a 3-2, not a 2-3. Okay. I definitely kind of messed that up. That is for sure. Shoot. What was I thinking? Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Just another misplay from the streamer. I mean, I guess let's remove their board. Trade over here gains death touch. -2, -2. Alright. And now let's just attach our stuff on, like, Ronin here. Good news is because of the Spike It, we can actually attack with Ronin first and then tap him to sacrifice to remove a creature. Because the Spike It will untap him. Alright, and we got our win anyways. So a bit of a misplay there at the end, but we still get the win. Let's go to the next game. That was pretty fun. I think I enjoyed how the deck played there. Alright, game 3 here. No black, but that's fine. We actually don't need it. Maria Hill on 1 might be a problem for the opponent. If we get one of our 1-mana equipments here, they're absolutely cooked. There's no way. Are you kidding me? The worst part is they block each other perfectly. Oh, it's only for teamwork. I thought it said whenever she becomes tapped or pays the teamwork cost. Okay. She's not as good as I thought. It's still a 1-mana 2/1. She's just a regular Savannah Lions. Okay, well, there's black. Draw a card, please. Super Soldier Serum. Is this Flash? No. First Strike Vigilance. Okay. Noted. I think we're just gonna keep passing turn for now. Opponent is playing 3 colors, huh? What does this do? Prowess? Okay. Into a bunch of open mana. Any chance we get counterspelled here? Guess we'll find out. We do have 2 super soldiers, so no problem if they do. Do we want to attack here? No, I think building a big board state is not that big of a deal. We do have that Avenger Saga that puts a counter on all their creatures, so you know, if that's still the final sort of thing with our guys, that's okay. Do I want to attack with US Agent here into a double block? No, I think I just want to keep playing threats. Maybe we'll attack with the hero in training here. I think I'd like to gain a life. Alright, well, there's the combat trick. I was waiting for something. Okay, opponent, it's not that hard. Do your thing. Everybody gets 1. Everybody gets 1. Everyone knows. You live in New York, everybody gets 1. Okay, it's a good card. And that's all we got, huh? Okay. So if we give our Sentinel It'd be a 7/7 with first strike. And then he'd become an 8/9 with first strike. I'm not sure they have a block for that. I think we have to do this. First strike, vigilance, reach, by the way. Vigilance and reach, incredibly powerful. I don't think that, I'm not mapping it, but I don't think they have the blocks for this. I think I'd like to gain a life. Do we want to posture here with 2 cards in hand? No. But if we top deck a land, then I will posture. We have a small curve out. I think we'll be fine. Unfortunately, they definitely have removal. Yeah, I was about to say. How much are we trading stuff here? Definitely interested in trading. How much though? I'm not sure. Because we're pretty head on board, so I guess maybe just this. It's okay with me, I think. Alright. Alright, well that's good. A lot of vigilance on the board, which is unfortunate, but otherwise it's good. A 4/4? I think I'd rather just hold back on blocks here. And then hopefully we, I don't know what we could be looking for here to save us. Opponent had all the little tricks here. This card is so good, man. Alright, Ronin is good. Ronin is solid. Helps us remove at least one creature. I think here I will be offering some trades. Let's do it. Let's offer some trades. Okay. Then I'll take the damage, I guess. It did not play around we saving A there, so that's a bad move on my end. What the heck is this? 6 mana flash double strike. Prevent all damage that will be dealt to Black Panther. Whenever Black Panther deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. What? What am I supposed to do here? I guess I just let him draw cards and remove Black Panther with the artifact here. Hopefully they don't have a combat trick. Dude, this card is insane. I also did not do the math there. I easily could have died. That's pretty bad on my part there. Okay, I like that sound effect. You gotta be kidding me, man. We're so cooked. Alright, well maybe he'll misplay his card. Maybe he doesn't know how Indestructible works. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Are you kidding me? This guy has all the tricks. This guy has all the uncommons. He's got all the little tricks, dude. Friggin' have the win, dude. Have the win. That's the first time anyone's made me rage quit on the channel, like, legitimately there. I usually play it out until the end. Dude, have the freaking win. Oh my goodness. You want it so bad, have it. Man, I'm triggered. Let's go to the next game. Alright, next game here. Honestly, I feel like we're getting destroyed today. It kind of it feels like it's our first day playing the set, and I didn't do my homework. Alright, we have 1 drops and 2 drops and whatnot. We'll keep. We still have not had the hand where we have a 1-drop creature and a 1-drop equipment. We're waiting for that. I might just super villain lock up the creature, if I'm being honest. Nah, we won't. If we draw land, we could do that next turn and also equip the equipment. Kane's hexproof, huh? I guess we could still do that now, huh? This hand sucks. We're cooked. It's over for us. We gotta get rid of this guy. This guy's annoying. Looking for lands. Maria Hill. Sorry, girl. You gotta go. Alright, that's a huge victory for us. Menace with the spy stuff is really good. No! Knocking to chocolate. Okay, that's huge. Dude, we're doing the thing right now with with just 2 lands. Alright. Thank goodness. I can't believe he traded the Patriot, dude. This guy's insane. Wait, what? Alright, we gotta get rid of that ASAP. You've been locked up, congratulations. Alright, 4th land coming in. I guess Luke Cage is maybe the move here? Wait, this card is insane. If a creature you control would connive, instead you draw a card, then that creature. So you draw 2 cards? That's insane. Oh my gosh, this guy's insane. He's gonna draw himself out. Alright, he definitely had removal there. Let's attack first. So we play Luke Cage here. Dude, this guy's gonna destroy us, dude. He's drawing 3 cards every turn. Actual factual, like blue-white, draw your entire deck. I'm actually terrified here. Our run might be over here. The owner? Yeah, sure. Never gonna see this again. Honestly, he should have done that with the villain lockup. Or with the spike hit. Or is it creature? Oh, it's a creature. Okay. Bro. Okay, so apparently there's like just an insane deck in blue in this set. This is crazy. Can't be blocked, right? Castle Doom, thank goodness. Honestly, I think we do this. Gain a life and a red land, huh? No, I don't think we need it. Alright, we have blocks. That's good. Surely he has answers, though. I mean, this guy's got an answer to everything. Luckily, we can make robots, I guess. Oh my gosh. We're gonna see every single removal spell. See, like, what is this? Like, what are you... Okay, I see. Well, we're not dead, yes, just yet. Also, take a damage. Alright. Alright, we can do two things here, which is nice. We can play our... We can play our US agent. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. I just missed out on 2 points of damage. I needed to play the bow and attach it. Oh my gosh. You know what? No, that's fine. Because I'd rather have... I'd rather have the bow on US agent so that I have the double reach here. They're down to 11 cards, by the way. We're gonna see their entire deck. If we beat their entire deck, that's a pretty big victory for a few guys like us. They have another ant, don't they? They have another ant. Gotta do this. Surely they have like 3 like Panther Pounces here. That was weird. Why didn't he just... That was weird, right? I'm not crazy. That was weird. I guess they really wanted to trade. Vibranium daggers. Okay. So they're obviously going to block with the drone flock, so we don't need to put more equipments on Luke Cage. I guess putting a Hawkeye's bow on him is not bad, so we can get 2 damage through. Ronin is good here. And now we definitely need to sacrifice. We need to have at least a blocker, a second blocker, so we're not dead to a removal spell. What do we have attached? Yeah, I think the shield. Wait, actually, cancel that request. There we go. 3 mana is just too much, right? Alright. I mean, we're gonna see his entire deck. It's up to you, opponent. Do you have 2 removal spells? The answer is no. This is crazy. Alright, so we start with an attack. Oh, I wish we could tap down Ronin for the bow triggers. We're still pretty close to being dead here. We're actually insanely close to being dead here. We have to think about this carefully. Gosh, I wish there was a way to tap just one of our creatures. Do we just make another 3/3? Guess not. Nope, don't do that. I thought we had 2 mana. Okay. This is it. This is it. Haste? Does he have a haste enabler? No, it looks like he doesn't. I think we win here. I think we win from the bows. Even if they have a way to tap down our like reach guys, that doesn't matter. They don't have flying guys that don't have summoning sickness. Wow, we beat their entire deck. Maybe this was a removal spell. There's just no way they didn't have a removal spell. Wow. Good game, opponent. Alright, how do we win this without messing up? They concede. That's how. Wow, I can't believe we won that game. Opponent, you're telling me you didn't have one more removal spell? That's crazy. Let's go to the next game. Alright, next game here. Somehow we're still alive, even though we faced up against someone who had their entire deck. 4 lands is a lot. But we do have 2 removal spells, so hopefully we'll be okay. And I actually think I'm going to play the tap land first. Just because it's not the end of the world if we play this on 2 instead of 3. Is there anything that he might play on 2 that I might want to remove? I don't think so. I think we'll just play our Hawkeye's bow here. Also, really cool animation. Just realized these guys are all in cosplay. What a bunch of losers. Not that cosplaying is lame, just like they're clearly not a convention, right? I don't know, who cares? Like I just imagine these as like regular folks walking, like commuting to work. All right. Interesting. No 3-drop from the opponent. I think we'll just pass the turn here. Don't want to get counterspell, and also I don't really think I want to use removal on the believers. This card is good. I hate this card. Three mana 2/2 flying, make a 1/1 is insane. I think I will remove the. Yeah, I think I will remove the 2/2. I think I might even keep up the Stolen Stark tech here. Maybe see if I can win a combat. Ghost, okay. That's a good target for the web up. Because you give +1/+0, right? Yeah. Hopefully they trade to 1/1 here. That way we can clear the board. Alright, I think that's a solid turn. First few turns from us. I think from here on out we just see who wins, who's got the better deck. Hey, I have that card. I wish I could draw it. What's the lore behind this? I want to know. This looks like what? Iron Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Thor, Hulk. This looks like the old like like Johnny Bravo cartoon like style of the heroes, which I kind of like. All right, we gotta get a big attack in here while we can. Equip one, equip one, equip one. Ooh, do they have the teamwork? The interesting. I think they totally do. Well, I guess if our guy's gonna die anyways, we might as well get 1 point of damage and a scry off of it. Because it definitely seems like they have the Hellcarrier Strike. Which they should probably use it now. You don't want to let me go to combat here. Alright, well if they did, they definitely just missed their opportunity to be efficient with it. Land to the bottom. Okay. Don't know what they had. But they just took 6 damage, so... What? They don't have a creature card in hand? Or was it their draw for the start of the turn? No, they don't. What? They don't have a single creature? Or I guess a hero, huh? Has to be a hero? It's a little embarrassing, opponent. I must say. Menace on this thing is going to be insane here, by the way. I think I'd rather just play my Sentinel after combat. Surely you have to have like 2 mana interaction here. There's just no way you don't. These scries are really useful. I'm telling you, this equipment is so much better than I think people give it credit for. Not that I'm seeing anyone knock it so far. Ooh, do they have a counterspell? Maybe they do have a counterspell. A We Say Thee Nay. I guess we'll play it slow. I mean, they had something. I think we played around it, if I'm being honest. Alright, they put 1 counter on 1 creature. That was a 1/2. I think I could live with that. And they're gonna need a second creature here to block lethal, essentially. Alright, well that'll do it. Ooh, and that's what I was looking for. Alright, let's first attack. I don't think I want another equipment right now. Do I want to gain the life? I think I do. Alright, and I think I want to play my Kree Sentinels because counter magic is down, and then next turn we can play Origin of Avengers, and we can also play around the We Say Thee Nay, because we'll have 3 mana, unless they play something with Teamwork 4. So now we can't play around it, but it's okay because they don't have the mana base for it anyways. I would love a creature. Scry 2 here will be pretty useful though. Two bows is good. I like both of these. I think we'll take US Agent first. And then we'll go Spike It. And then we'll go Bow. And I guess we might as well Stolen Tarktek, right? And now double bows next turn. We'll be doing quite a lot of damage. Power 3 or less. Guess I could start putting stuff on the Crowded True Believers too, so they can't tap it down, but I don't really think I'm worried about that. Maybe I should have gone bow first before US Agent. I think there's a possibility that that was a better play. Yeah, I think I'm liking these bows a lot. Doing the 1 damage every time you tap, I think is pretty good, especially like in a more aggressive style of play. Looks like they have removal here. I forgot we'll actually get to draw the bow because of our Saga. That actually works out pretty well for us anyways. Can I tap this? No, there has to be an attack. Well, we can throw our Crowd of True Believers into the fire here. It'll trade with anything, which is kind of nice. It'll actually trade for one of the bigger creatures, which is really nice. We'll miss out on a counter, but I think getting the ping is more important. I think there's even a scenario where I missed lethal here. I should have, instead of playing US Agent, I should have put the second bow on the Believers. Yeah, the damage is on the stack opponent. There's nothing you can do here. Yeah, this is okay with me here. We got a combat trick out of their hand. Really what we wanted to do was a 1 damage, the 1 chip damage. The nice thing is whatever they don't tap down is what we can attack with. The problem is they can do that before we go to combat, so I actually won't know what to put the equipment on, so I'll have to put 1 bow on each. So I guess on their part, that's pretty clever there. It's a weird attack, right? Unless they have like some sort of way to gain life. I'm guessing it's like another combat trick that they want me to trade for. I mean, we're in a solid position. I wouldn't call it a great position. Widow's Bite is nice. Is this instant speed? Yeah, it is. Alright, so in response to Widow's Bite, I'm in a teamwork. Target creature gains Death Touch, US Agent. If they have something that can grow their creatures, I'd rather do it on the 1/1 if I'm being honest. Also, we also get an additional Hawkeye Bow trigger by doing this, so I think we actually just win the game here. I think the correct play was actually to tap down US Agent because there's no bow on him. That way I only get 2 triggers, now I get an additional trigger. So I think we just win here unless they have something they can do pre-combat. Because now I can do this. And I can do this, and that's 2 damage. And let's put the spike hit here as well, just so we can block. Not that I think it's going to go that far, but you know. And even if they have a way to tap it down, it would still trigger both the bows. So that's lethal, baby. Let's go. Good game. T'Challa's protection, but they don't have enough mana. Alright, the bows really went all the way. It's huge. Alright. You know, this deck is better than I thought. I mean, we got to gold with it, so obviously can't be that bad. And I also threw our first game. And of course I had fun, because we won. Let's go to the next game. Next game here, I think we're 3-2. So, looking for our 4th win. We have all our colors. We finally have the 1-drop creature with 1-drop equipment, but we don't have the mana to do it. Well, we're on the draw. So, there's a chance it's possible. Crap. Alright. Alright, turn 2 we'll go Maria Hill, spike it probably? Oh, okay. Opponent kind of doing the same thing I'm doing. Whenever an equipped creature you control attacks, it connives. Alright, so next turn we can go Scoundrel. Actually, I think we might just go Hero in Training. I think I'm okay dropping our guy there. Do we have a hero we can play off of the Origin of the Avengers? We do. We can do this. Look for a land, drop a spike hit. Next turn, drop the hero in training. And our Luke Cage. I think that's actually the play here. Oh, the problem is we don't have a second white source. So maybe the move is actually to go Swordman plus Spike It. I'm thinking opponent, sorry. I have a weird mana base here. Did we miss a land drop, by the way? We did, huh? So maybe we just play our hero in training and get a land. Bummer. Okay. Well, hopefully we won't miss a second land drop by doing that. I think that was a responsible choice. It might not have been the splashy choice, but it was a responsible choice. Am I missing something here? Opponent, I have card advantage. If you want to keep doing this game, that is totally okay with me. This might be insane. There we go. But I think this kind of works. Khazar. Okay. Okay. Ouch. Dang, this card's good, huh? Play lands from the top of your library? That's so broken. Is that legal? I like both these cards. I think I'll just keep both on top here. I need a hero in training on top so that I can play it off of the Origin of the Avengers. Actually, this triggers before, huh? So I won't be able to. Whatever. Alright, take a bunch of damage there. And I'm guessing that's why they were trading creatures, huh? That hurts. Wait, hero or villain? Oh, he's a hero and a villain. Oh. Just one? Can I put two? No. Alright, now we have 4 mana to work with, huh? And we have a 5/4 flyer. That's a problem. I think we have to do this. And we probably have to attach this shield kit to it. Maybe the daggers is better, but I don't want to pay life for that. So we got to get rid of this beefy flyer or we're gonna die. Is there a world where I trade with Zabu? I don't think so. This token art is so ugly, by the way. I really don't like it. I really don't like this token art. Especially when this art is like the reference. This looks awesome. We might chump Zabu, I'm not gonna lie. I think our run is over here, chat. Non-existent chat. What do you do? That's so annoying. That's incredibly annoying. That's not fair. That's not fair. Good news is we can attack and then sacrifice. Which I think we will. And then we'll probably just play like Luke Cage. That's good. I need that. I think I'd be happy with a double block here. No, no double block. Only as a sorcery, huh? Alright, well, I'm kind of cooked. Luke Cage is a 2-5. So he's going to chump. See, we're going to take 2 in the air. And if we chump Zabu, we're going to take 5. Go down to 4. Go down to 3, actually, because of Herbie. So we have to chump Zabu, or else it's lethal. So then we might as well play... Oh, I should have played this pre-combat. Oh my goodness. What a throw. Okay. Well, if they got it, they got it. Good game, opponent. This format is really testing my patience, I'm not gonna lie. That's twice now where I genuinely felt rage baited by the format and the game. Alright, well, that was it. Little 4-3 for our superhero Marvel debut. I don't think it's the worst in the world. Let's move the camera here. Oh no, not even 4-3. We went 3-3. 1,000 gems. We're not really making our gems back there, but it's fine. Let's open some packs here. Get to learn to set a little bit more. I had lots of fun though, I will say. I think it's a way more interesting format than I thought. Ward. Discard a card to pay 2. That's good. It's definitely... I was coming into this set with pretty low expectations. I think it's actually going to be a pretty clever set mechanically, which is kind of exciting. The art is also way more exciting than like Spider-Man or even Ninja Turtles. I was not a huge enjoyer of the Ninja Turtles art, but something like this is, you know, like this feels right out of Magic the Gathering. This low-key art, I like it a lot. Even something like this feels out of Magic the Gathering. So I think they've done a good job with the art direction of the set and the mechanics of the set. This is not a good thing, art. I think they're going for like the old school Fantastic Four look. But it's like also you have like a 2014 like you know, Toyota truck in the background, so whatever, you know, and some like really spanking brand new buildings in the back. I just don't know why he's got no neck. Give him a neck, you know what I mean? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more draft content. We'll be posting lots of drafts here on the channel, especially early on in the format. So make sure you're plugged in for that. Thank you guys, and have a good one. Bye-bye.